Tell me, if you were 20 years old again and starting your music career from scratch today, what would you do completely different?
I'd probably go to college and become a lawyer and an accountant
Why?
instead, because it's a very difficult business to navigate, and I would be better prepared if I had these two important qualifications.
All right. Frankie Goes to Hollywood became synonymous with kind of provocation. What do you think? Could you shock society today the way like Relax in 1984?
Well, I wasn't particularly trying to shock society, but relax seems very mild compared to what people sing about today. And uh, maybe it's less inflammatory than what they sing about today. I'm not quite sure. But, it's still a great record. And I don't know what you would have to do to shock people today. And I don't really care, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Okay, you were a part of an era when the pop music could genuinely influence society. So, does music still have that power today? What do you think?
It has some influence, but it's not as all encompassing as it was back in the 70s and the 80s. The times have changed,
Mhm.
and people are interested in technology, computer games, other forms of entertainment, where music has slightly fallen by the wayside in terms of popularity with younger people. I think older people still appreciate music,
Mhm.
but younger people are used to getting music for free, and it's just, to them, it's just content like watching YouTube or Instagram. It's just a soundtrack, I think.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hold such a high position in the culture now.
We before 1989 we lived in communism in Czechoslovakia, so that was Czechoslovakia. Now it's the two separate countries. Many fans behind the former Iron Curtain saw Frankie Goes to Hollywood as a symbol of freedom. Were you aware at the time that your music carried that kind of meaning in especially Eastern Europe?
Well, I was aware that, for example, in Russia, it was a big bootleg single of Two
Hmm.
Tribes, particularly. I was aware of that. But I didn't really know the plight of people living in those countries and what it was like for them. So, no is the answer. I wasn't truly aware of the impact it would have had on people who weren't allowed the luxury of free speech completely, and freedom of movement in some cases. So I don't think I could have been fully aware.
When you look at the young artists today, what do you envy? Envy them? And on the upper side, what do you definitely not envy?
Well, I don't envy the importance or the dependence on social media. I
Hmm.
don't really envy that. Everything you do has to be filtered through social media, and it can be a bit intrusive, I think. Everything is videoed now. Wherever you go, people want to video you getting out of an airport into a car and all these things. And that's, inconvenient and a bit of an invasion of privacy, I think.
Mhm.
That everything you do can end up on social media. I think that's a bad thing. But then on the other side, you have direct access to fans. So there's no gatekeepers for you, and you can tell fans about your music directly. You don't need the filter of the press or the radio or the television. You can communicate directly. So there's good and bad about social media.
Mhm. You are in the music business more than 40 years. What is the most important moment in your music career?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. I can't really pinpoint one most important moment. Although I suppose when Relax was banned by the BBC is quite
Mhm.
high up there in important moments. Uh, for me, it's uh, it's hard to think of a bigger moment. Maybe when in the UK charts, Relax came back into the charts when Two Tribes was number one, and then
Mhm.
Relax was number two at the same time. So that was a pretty big moment,
It was.
also.
It was. Okay, so try to tell me if you can save only one song from your catalog or from your career as a treasure for next generation, which one will it be and why?
Well, it would have to be The Power of Love,
Mhm.
because whenever I perform it, it gets such a great reaction from the audience. They sing along, and it unites them in a way that the other songs do not quite manage to do. I mean, people love Relax and Two Tribes. They love Americanos
Oh,
and
Americans,
Love
sure.
Train, but The Power of Love is truly special,
Hmm.
I think.
It's a beautiful song. Do you miss your huge popularity from the 80s?
Not really, no. I don't miss it at all. As long as I'm able to perform live in front of an audience, I'm quite happy with that. And the level of fame I have now is just perfect for me. It's not too all consuming, and I
Yeah.
enjoy being able to go about my business
You can go
fairly.
shopping and
Yeah, I
everything.
can go shopping anywhere and not really be bothered by any attention,
Hmm.
so it's great.
Okay. I saw your show last year in Prague also. And in
Oh, I
2000,
loved Prague.
oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
loved.
and in 2014 I was in Munich.
Oh.
And I'm really looking forward next week to your show in Slovakia. So tell me, what can fans expect from your first Slovakian show? It will be teleport to the 80s and 90s?
Well, perhaps, yeah, all the hits that Frankie Goes to Hollywood and I had in the 80s will be performed. There may be one new song that
Oh,
the audience hasn't heard before, but I think most of the songs will be familiar to people who are coming to. Is it a festival? I think.
no, it's a solo show.
Oh, is it? I thought it was an indoor festival. So
Yes,
it's just
it is a beautiful venue. It's a castle.
ah,
It's a very beautiful place. It's 20 kilometers far from Bratislava, from the capital.
oh,
It's
great.
really, really beautiful place. Really beautiful. You will love it.
Oh, brilliant.
It's really, really nice place. So the last one, tell me your last album, Europe, was released 12 years ago. So can we expect some of your new shows or new CD in the future, in the near future?
Uh, yes, I'm
Oh.
uh, I'm working on a reissue of a song from the 90s, remixing it at the moment.
Hmm.
That will come up soon for the anniversary of my first performance at Gay Pride.
Hmm.
But also, I'm working on a new album. Slowly, slowly, between concerts, I record some songs, and maybe next year it will be released.
Wow.
The beginning of next year. But it's not like Europa or any other music I've released before.
Hmm. Okay.
That's
Sounds
all I
good.
can say,
Sounds good.
really.
Thank you very much, Holly. And I'm really looking forward to see you live on Monday.
Great.
And I hope maybe we can see you personally. Uh, you signed my CDs in Prague, so thank you.
Ah,
And
brilliant.
I hope to see you on Monday. I will be very happy. I'm your huge fan, so
Thank you. Well,
very
say hello to Duran Duran for me, uh,
thank you.
especially Nick Rhodes.
Yeah, I saw the picture that Nick was yesterday in Prague. So there's some
Ah,
fans took a photo yesterday, so I posted on the Facebook. So if I have
great.
an opportunity to meet Nick again, because I met him a few years ago, so if I had
Mhm.
an opportunity, so definitely I will say hello also from you. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks, Andre.
Thank you very much, Julian. See you on Monday.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.